news tonight, Girls Inc. receives an early Christmas present from a well-known New England sports family. Plus, rare pieces of literature are set to make their way to Worcester. We have the details. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. As 2019 approaches, City Manager Edward Augustus says 2018 was a great year for the city of Worcester. Augustus highlights the announcement of the Paw Sox move and economic development as two of the high points. The city also announced they'll build a new ballpark for the Paw Sox, and opening day will take place in April of 2021. He says the city, however, is ending on a sad note with the tragic death of fallen Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy. After a lot of announcements in Worcester this year, Augustus says 2019 should be busy.
Ballpark done. We have to break ground and begin the site preparations for the ballpark and the development across the street. On a city front, we're starting a major renovation at the Worcester Public Library. Major renovations at our senior center will be taking place. South High School is under construction, and we're designing a new Doherty High School. So there's an awful lot on our plate as a city.
Augustus says there will be numerous park projects taking place all over the city. He feels Worcester has great momentum moving forward. Christmas is still 5 days away, but Worcester Inc. in Worcester receives a generous gift early. Girls Inc. in Worcester, that is. New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft contacted CEO Victoria Waterman, telling her he wants to match each $100 donation made to the organization up to $100,000. Waterman says Kraft's late wife Myra grew up in Worcester, and her mother served on the board of Girls Inc. She says they're honored to have been chosen.
Towards supporting a digital learning specialist and increase the capacity of our technology center that we are in the process of building that will help close the gap of the digital divide and giving girls access to the tools, internet, and tech savvy that they need to succeed in today's world.
Girls Inc. will be collecting donations now through June to reach their $100,000 goal. Girls Inc. also hosting its annual holiday party tonight. Each girl was able to choose 3 books and take a present or stocking, which are filled with donations from the public. Members of Girls Inc. explain why the event is so important this time of year.
It's a really good idea because some of us don't have a Christmas at home and might not have a tree or any presents, so this is a little bit of some presents that we can give to them.
Girls Inc. says the books are given out to encourage reading over Christmas break and throughout the year. Rare pieces of literature are set to make their way to Worcester. WPI has received a donation which will allow the school to take over a collection of Charles Dickens' first edition, letters and illustrations. Our Cam Jandro joins us now live with more on that story. Cam?
Anna, Charles Dickens read right here at Mechanics Hall back in 1868. It was his last visit to the city, but his legacy throughout Worcester continues to live on, and some of that is thanks to Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Priceless pieces of Charles Dickens' work have been donated to WPI's archives and special collections.
That it's something that will benefit, society just through what it can do.
The collection of his works comes from New England natives Daniel and Alice Ryan. Pieces will include illustrations of Dickens' novels, original prints, as well as letters he wrote to family and friends.
We also have 2 remarkable letters to Dickens. Those are extraordinarily rare because Dickens had a big bonfire of all of his personal correspondence.
The new works will add to WPI's Robert D. Feldman Dickens collection, which the school acquired in 1995. Professor of English Joel J. Bratton says it adds to the city's and school's rich history with the writer.
And we also initiated the ongoing series of Dickens symposia. Worcester has been on the Dickens map for a while, but the Dan and Alice Ryan collection certainly solidifies that position.
The Ryans collected dozens of Dickens' works over the course of 6 decades. While known as a technological institution, the school says this collection provides a unique opportunity for its students.
And I think that speaks to WPI's core mission to create these humanist engineers. People that go out and will create a better society, but understand sort of the power of morality and the good that they can do.
Now, a few of those pieces have already made their way to WPI, but majority of the collection will go to the school as part of a bequest. We're live in Worcester tonight. I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
Switching gears now, due to Friday's predicted inclement weather, the Worcester Common Oval will be closed for public ice skating tomorrow. The city says the oval will be open during school vacation week starting at 1 p.m. each day. For more information on closings and delays, you can visit worcestercommanoval.com. A Barry family is left with just the clothes on their back and not even shoes on their feet. An early morning fire forced them out of their homes. And as our Chandler Walsh explains, difficult conditions made it tough for firefighters.
4 pets are dead and 1 firefighter injured. The Barry Fire Department says this fire took hours to knock down and contain. A 3-alarm fire in Barry leaves the Clark family with nothing right before the holidays.
We've lost everything. Ran out of the house in our bare feet.
2 cats and 2 dogs died in the early morning fire, which started in the basement. Bernice Clark says she and her husband were asleep on the 2nd floor. They were woken up by their son, who fell asleep on the couch downstairs.
If he hadn't been downstairs, I don't know, we might not have woken up. I don't know.
Barry Fire Chief Robert Rogowski says the amount of material inside the home caused the fire to burn faster.
Companies mounted an interior attack. The fire quickly overran us. We had to pull all the firefighters out of the building.
The department says cold temperatures took a toll on firefighters and they had to rotate crews. 7 neighboring towns were called to help. Another challenge, there are no hydrants in this part of town.
We have a pond about a half a mile down the road that we utilize to fill tankers, and we established a tanker shuttle where the tankers would dump water in a bag and pump it to the fire.
1 firefighter suffered a laceration to his face from breaking a window and was treated on scene. The Clark family built the home in 1980 and has lived there ever since.
We logged our own logs and sawed our own lumber. I mean, there was a lot of emotion into this property.
It's something that has always been there, and I thought would always be there, and now maybe it won't be there anymore.
Chief Rogowski says the cause of the fire is still under investigation. He says the department responded within 6 minutes. In Barry, Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Federal safety officials are expected to investigate the death of Worcester firefighter Christopher Roy. The 36-year-old died last week battling a 5-alarm fire in the city. He had been in the department for 2.5 years. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health analyzes line-of-duty firefighter fatalities. They also make recommendations to prevent work-related fatalities. Roy leaves behind his 9-year-old daughter, Ava. Friday, the Worcester Railers are hosting a Fill the Boot night to benefit the Ava Roy Fund. Members of the department will collect donations upon entry into the game. The team says all Worcester police, fire, and first responders will receive free tickets to the game.
Just keeps going.
Worcester's always had a strong tradition of helping our first responders in times of need. We're inviting all the Worcester firefighters and first responders to come down, and with their ID they can get up to 4 free tickets. So we'd like to fill the building and fill the boot.
The Railers Hockey Club Foundation will donate $5,000 to the Ava Fund Roy, while the Booster Club has already raised $2,000 through a 50-50 raffle. For millions of Americans, the holiday season includes traveling to see family and friends. People on the roadways can expect a lot of company. According to AAA, the amount of drivers on the road over the next 2 weeks is expected to be the most ever recorded. Our Brittany Schaefer has the details.
The holiday travel rush is underway. For Jean Bianchine, a 7-hour drive to pick up her daughter Emily from college isn't bad when the weather cooperates.
The weather's been perfect.
Oh, yeah.
It's been fantastic.
We've had to drive when it's been snowy and stuff, and it's a mess, but this is really good weather.
And it actually was almost too much sun in my eyes.
According to AAA, the weather and low gas prices are contributing factors to record holiday travel numbers. They expect more than 1/3 of Americans will travel over an 11-day span, with close to 2.5 million in Massachusetts alone.
This is the record breaker this year. This is the greatest travel volume we have forecast since 2001.
AAA says the Mass Pike and 495 will be popular, with drivers hoping to get a head start Thursday.
Thursday afternoon and evening and Friday afternoon and evening will be extremely busy on the roadways, and so find out what the real-time traffic conditions are before you head out, and try to pace yourself and wait until there's less traffic.
It's why Bianchi left early Thursday morning. She says enjoying the sights and catching up with family is a great way to ease traveling.
I saw the Catskills, which were beautiful, and then I got to the Berkshires, which was fantastic.
We definitely catch up. I catch her up on like everything that's been happening this semester, listen to music, and yeah, it's a good time.
For Bill and Susan Cornelison, the key to a successful 10-hour drive to Washington, D.C. is simple.
Stops. Lots of them.
East Longmeadow resident Doreen Brown says she's avoiding traveling and traffic altogether by hosting Christmas.
I'm not a big traffic driver. I have family come from Fitchburg and Leominster. It's not really the packages, it's, it's the people that we share our time with. That's the most important thing.
AAA says the busiest travel time is right now. They say to avoid traffic, to leave early in the morning, and actually waiting until the weekend will be less busy. In Worcester, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.